A fisherman found a giant shell on a secluded beach. When he broke it open and saw what was inside, it changed his life forever. For 10 years, a humble fisherman in the Philippines kept a bizarre secret hidden under the simple wooden bed in his small rustic shack. It was a colossal, lumpy, white object weighing an incredible 75 pounds. To him, it was not a treasure. It was his personal good luck charm, a strange memento from a day at sea he would never forget. He had no idea of its true nature or its mind-boggling value. Then, in 2016, a fire forced him to move and reveal his secret to the world. When he finally showed it to the local authorities, they were left utterly speechless. The simple fisherman's good luck charm was, in fact, the largest natural pearl ever discovered, a behemoth from the deep with a potential value of over $100 million. But before we start our story, smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and hit that notifications bell so you won't miss any of our new, incredible stories. To understand how such a natural treasure could even exist, we must first travel to the place where it was born, the waters surrounding the island of Palawan in the Philippines. Palawan is often called the country's last frontier. It is a stunningly beautiful and ecologically rich archipelago, a paradise of pristine white sand beaches, crystal-clear turquoise waters, and lush, mountainous jungles. Its coral reefs are among the most biodiverse in the world, teeming with an incredible variety of marine life. For the people who live here, especially in the small, remote fishing villages, the sea is everything. It is their livelihood, their source of food, and the center of their culture. Life for these fishermen is often one of hardship and simplicity, a life dictated by the tides, the weather, and the luck of the day's catch. They are intimately familiar with the creatures of the sea, but even they could not have anticipated the scale of the creature that produced our story's incredible treasure. This treasure did not come from an oyster. It came from the largest bivalve mollusk on Earth, or the giant clam. These are true behemoths of the reef, capable of growing to over 4 feet in length and weighing more than 500 pounds. They can live for over 100 years, sitting on the sea floor, filtering nutrients from the water. And like their smaller oyster cousins, giant clams can produce pearls, but these are not the small, iridescent, gem-quality pearls that are used in jewelry. Giant clam pearls are known as non-nacreous pearls, or calcareous concretions. They are not made of the shimmering nacre that gives traditional pearls their luster. And while they are not typically considered valuable in the traditional gem market, they are highly prized by collectors for their rarity and, in some extraordinary cases, their immense size. Our story's main character is a humble fisherman from Puerto Princesa, Palawan. In 2006, he was out at sea in his small wooden boat when a sudden squall blew in. He dropped his anchor to ride out the storm, but when the storm passed and he tried to raise his anchor, it was stuck fast on something on the seabed. Believing it was caught on a large rock or a piece of coral, he had no choice but to dive into the water to free it. As he swam down, he saw that his anchor was wedged inside the gaping maw of a colossal giant clam. He managed the Herculean task of hauling the gigantic shell. When he got back to shore, he and his family pried open the shell, intending to eat the meat inside. But as the two halves of the shell separated, they saw something that made them stop. It was a massive, lumpy, and oddly shaped white mass. It was bigger than a football and gleamed like polished stone. The fisherman had never seen anything like it. He was a superstitious man, and he took the strange object as a sign, a blessing from the sea. He decided to keep it as a personal good luck charm. For the next 10 years, he kept the colossal pearl hidden under the wooden bed in his small fishing shack, touching it for good luck before he went out to sea each day. It was his own private secret. Then, in 2016, disaster struck. A fire broke out in his shack. He managed to escape unharmed, but the home was damaged, and he was forced to move and clear out. He decided it was finally time to entrust his secret to someone else. He carefully wrapped the massive pearl and took it to the one person he knew he could trust, Eileen Amorao, who worked as a local tourism officer for the city of Puerto Princesa. Eileen stared at it in stunned, silent disbelief. It was the most bizarre and wonderful natural object she had ever seen. As a tourism officer, she was vaguely aware of another famous giant pearl, a local legend that had also been found in the waters of Palawan decades ago. She looked at the colossal, brain-like pearl on her desk. She realized, with a jolt of pure shock, that the simple good luck charm that had been sitting under his bed for the last 10 years, it might be a world record-breaking treasure of almost unimaginable value. The tourism officer knew she was looking at something of immense importance. It was a potential national treasure. With his permission, she put the colossal pearl on public display at the City Hall of Puerto Princesa, hoping to attract tourists. She took photographs of the pearl, often with a person standing next to it to show its incredible scale, and posted them on social media. The reaction was immediate and explosive. The story of the humble fisherman and his gigantic pearl went viral, picked up by news agencies from all over the world. Headlines appeared globally, proclaiming the discovery of a new world record-breaking pearl, estimated values reaching as high as $100 million. Gemologists, scientists, and collectors were astounded. The quiet fishing town of Puerto Princesa was suddenly at the center of the world's attention. The valuation of such an object is incredibly complex. Because it is not a gem-quality, nacreous pearl, its value lies in its sheer uniqueness, its immense size, and its incredible story. It is, in essence, a priceless natural history artifact. The $100 million figure was an estimate based on the supposed value of the previous record holder, a pearl with its own dark, mysterious, and deeply controversial history, a pearl that, incredibly, was also found in the very same waters off the coast of Palawan decades earlier. This new discovery had just dethroned a legend known as the Pearl of Lao Tzu. The story of the Pearl of Lao Tzu, for decades the largest pearl in the world, is a tale shrouded in myth and tragedy. The official story begins in 1934. According to an American named Wilburn Dowell Cobb, a young local diver in Palawan went diving for clams and did not return. A search was organized, and they found his body, his hand caught firmly inside the jaws of a massive giant clam. They brought both the clam and the diver's body back to the village. When they pried the clam open to retrieve the young man's hand, they found the colossal pearl. The local chieftain, who was Muslim, saw the strange brain-like shape of the pearl. He named it the Pearl of Allah. Back in 2016, the pearl on display in Puerto Princesa was about to shatter that record. Experts and gemologists who came to examine the new discovery confirmed its authenticity as a non-nacreous pearl from a giant clam, and when they took its official measurements, the results were staggering. The Pearl of Lao Tzu weighed approximately 14 pounds, 6.4 kilograms. The new pearl, now officially named the Pearl of Puerto, weighed an incredible 75 pounds, 34 kilograms. The new, undisputed, largest natural pearl in the world. The incredible coincidence was not lost on anyone. The two largest pearls ever found in human history had both been discovered in the exact same remote stretch of water off the coast of Palawan, a place whose unique marine environment seems to be a perfect nursery for these gentle, long-lived giants of the sea. In the midst of the global media frenzy, the fisherman who had started it all remained humble and largely anonymous. He had no desire for fame, and he was overwhelmed by the talk of immense riches. He had kept the pearl for a decade, not as an investment, but as a spiritual object, a token of his connection to the sea. He expressed one simple wish, that the pearl would remain in Puerto Princesa and serve as a tourist attraction, bringing good fortune and prosperity not just to him, but to his entire community. His wish was granted. The Pearl of Puerto has become a symbol of national pride for the Philippines, a stunning testament to the natural wonders hidden in their waters. The story is a powerful reminder that the ocean still holds secrets and treasures beyond our wildest imagination, and that sometimes a simple act of fate, like a stuck anchor in a storm, can transform the life of an ordinary person and rewrite the record books forever.